Hi there, Rick here. I want to talk about this guy. He's only like 16, 17 years old. He's the tallest teenager in the world. Stands at 7'6". He lives in Montreal, okay? His name is Oliver Roy, okay? Um, Tallest teen in the entire world, okay? Um, and of course, yeah, he plays basketball, okay? He plays for Team Quebec. He also played on Team Canada. Um, just an amazing person to see. Like even when he's walking down the street, people are asking him to take pictures with him. People are snapping pictures of him. Right? Um, yeah, he is just so tall. Like if you've seen a 7'6" person, I haven't seen a 7'6" person in well in real life, but um, I was just watching him do some basketball drills. Okay, he can touch the basketball rim. Okay, rim being 10 feet high, right? He can touch it without even jumping. Okay, without even leaving the ground. That is quite amazing. When he does a dunk, okay, like a few dribbles to the hoop and then dunks it, just looks like a normal layup to him. You know, he probably doesn't even work up, much of a sweat or even that much energy to even do a dunk, okay, off a couple of dribbles, okay. You have to remember when you look at a lot of other players, okay, even professional players, when they're dunking it, yeah, they look like, they're driving their legs up with so much force, right? Looks like they're using all the strength in their entire body, right, just to dunk the basketball. Um, this this young boy, okay, this young teenager boy, he just does it effortlessly. Okay. Um, he does say that, sometimes it can be too much, right? Because, you're walking downtown, right? And, you might have, I don't know, 50 people, even maybe 100 people that have asked to take a picture with you, right? Um, just because you're so tall, right? 7'6", that is quite tall. And he weighs I was gonna say at first 240 pounds, but that is too light, okay, for a guy who's 7'6", okay. He actually weighs 295 pounds, okay. Because remember his body is all stretched out, right? Actually, I think Manute Bol, okay, you know how skinny Manute Bol was when he was in the NBA. I think he weighed 240 pounds, okay, and he was really skinny. But this young boy, okay, he's filled out a little bit, okay. His legs are filled out, right? It's just amazing how tall he is. Um, so check out the video, okay. The video is called "The Tallest Teen on Earth: Montreal Basketball Prospect Oliver Roy." Okay, W5 investigation. Okay, um, he sees it as a blessing. Okay, to be that tall, because remember too, um, he could play so many other different sports. Okay, and use his height to his advantage, right? Even if he doesn't make the NBA, okay, he can still go play in a lot of other countries that, um, you know, play basketball, and he can earn, quite a good living from it. Okay, I heard that Taco Fall, he plays professional basketball in China right now. Okay, I'm sure he gets you know, a decent yearly salary. Okay, Howard when he went to go play in Taiwan, okay, for the Taiyuan Tigers. He was getting paid $1 million in for playing for the Taiyuan Tigers, and celebrity status that he was getting, because I even saw him in a commercial where he was kind of like in the parliament parliamentary building in Taiwan, okay? And he was actually living there, okay? And they have a kitchen. You can go down there 24/7, okay? If you're hungry, go get there something to eat, right? And yeah, it looked very nice in there, okay? Basically, it looked like a palace, put it that way, okay? And you know, he's making commercials, okay, for Taiwan. Um, and he even made a commercial that kind of offended China, okay? And I was just looking at how many views it got, okay? It got literally 400 million views, okay? Like, I think just about every person in China, well, not every person, because there's a billion people there, right? But it got 400 million views, okay? And it's just amazing, okay? How many views sometimes some of these commercials get, okay? So I think this guy, okay, Oliver, okay, um, he's got a great future ahead of him, okay. Like, I mean, already professional basketball players are helping him out, okay, to develop his basketball game. So he's getting very good training, right, from very good coaches, okay. Um, some of them have even played in the NBA, okay. So, they're preparing him for his well, his big, forward leap into either the NC2A or professional basketball, okay? Even if he can develop his game, you know, doesn't have to be a superstar, but even, to a medium level, okay? Like, I mean, he would still be, well, kind of like a all-star type player, right? Because you have to remember when he raises the ball, okay, towards the basketball rim, okay, the basketball is already up by the basketball rim, okay, and well, like, I mean, if he can actually um, develop his vertical, he'd be shooting down towards the basketball rim. Okay, yeah, you have to remember a lot of players when they shoot, the ball usually travels in an upward motion. Okay, but because he's so tall and if he's able to develop his vertical and jump quite high, the ball would be going down. Okay, so if there was another tall player checking him, if he blocked him, okay, that would be considered goaltend. Okay, because usually when the ball is traveling in the downward motion, okay, you're not allowed to hit it away. Okay, um, unless that rule is changed. I'm not positively sure. But any time you're shooting the ball down towards the hoop, you literally have a huge advantage, okay? Because remember too, the ball is going to travel faster through the hoop now because it doesn't have to travel that upward trajectory. It's traveling in the downward trajectory now, right? Have to remember he's already got some basketball skills to him now, okay? Because he's played on um, a Quebec team, Team Canada, okay? And yeah, he looks like a giant, yeah. You could see it when he was walking down the street, right? All these people just looking at him. They just couldn't stop staring at him, right? Because he's just so tall, right? Like, I mean, how many 7'6" people have you seen? Well, like, I mean, like I say, I haven't seen one in my entire lifetime, right? But yeah, if I did see a person that tall, I would definitely look twice at them too, right? And I'd be thinking, wow, that is tall. I'm 6'1", so they're almost what, 1.5 foot taller than me, and that is quite a bit. Because you have to remember too, their arms are a lot longer too. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised he's got an 8 foot wingspan, just like uh Victor Wembanyama. And you have to remember, just to have an 8 foot wingspan, that is amazing in itself too. Okay, because just a lot of other basketball players in the NBA, they do not. I don't think they even have close to an 8 foot wingspan. Okay, so he could probably even block most shots without even jumping. Um, and if you're touching the rim without even leaving the ground, okay, you probably just need to maybe stand on your toes and you dunk it, okay, or jump maybe 1 inch or 2 inches off the ground and dunk it. But what's amazing too is that yeah, he's 295 pounds, okay. Um, 295 pounds for like a 17-year-old boy, okay? Because you have to remember, okay, by the time somebody throws him the ball, okay, and if he takes one step towards the rim, okay, even if he's like, halfway down the key, I bet you he would be right next to the basketball rim by the time he's taken one big giant step to the basketball rim. Okay, so that's just truly amazing. Okay, um, yeah, I hope he does. Become a superstar in the NBA one year. Okay, because I also heard too that that's the future of the NBA basketball. NBA basketball too is to have at least one 7 footer on your team. Okay, because um, they just changed uh, the entire game itself. Okay, because teams have to kind of uh, react to them differently on defense. Okay, um, because when you have like a 7 foot giant standing well in the key area near the hoop, okay, you have to sometimes even double team them. You have to be aware of all time of where this player is, okay? Because if the player does develop enough skill, okay, they're going to uh, just affect the game, okay, as a whole, okay. You have to, like I say, double team him. You have to always know where he is on the court, okay, because once when he catches it too, okay, he can see over the entire defense, okay, and he can pass over the entire defense quite easy, okay. Um,